It's a super long story, but I will make it as short as possible. Basically, one day I realized that I wanted to make movies. And at that time, I had heard that that there was a film program at the University of Miami. And I said, okay. I was in between track and field practices. I had one at 6 in the morning, and then I had one at noon or 1 o'clock. So I had some time to kill, and I said, let me go to UM and check it out and see what happened, like what it looks like. I had never been. So I go there, and I'm in my full track gear, uniform, tank top, short shorts, and I'm walking. And I get there and I'm walking up the stairs, an elevator. It's a four-story building in the School of Communications, and I'm walking up the stairs. And then there's a gentleman that stops me, and he has a tie. And he goes, "Oh, can I help you? You look lost." And I said, "Oh, I'm a prospective student. I wanted to get a tour of the school and see about the film program and see what it is." And he goes, "You know what? I'll give you the tour." And I said, "Great." So this gentleman gives me the tour, and I'm looking at studios, TV studios, green screen studios, chroma, giant stage for that moment for me was I had never really been on a stage like that. Equipment room with a bunch of cameras, editing bays, the works. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is the tools that I need to make the thing I want happen. So that night I get home and I tell my parents, listen, I want to go to University of Miami Film School. And they were like, okay, um, how, why? I tell them the whole story. This gentleman, took me, gave me the tour, and my mom says, it's like $35,000 a year, and like we don't have the money to afford that. And I said, that's fine. I'll figure it out. We'll do scholarships. We'll do grants. I'll figure out. It has to be a way. And then she asked me, this, this guy that gave you the tour, what's his name? And I said, Luis. And she goes, Luis Herrera? And I go, yeah, yeah, that's the guy. And she says, um, I carpool with his mom to work every single day. He is the vice dean of admissions for the School of Communications. So I, I went back, we talked. I had really good grades. I also did sports. So I also was in Florida, bright future, all that stuff. And we did a package. And basically, I only had to pay $2,000 a year to go to the film school. So it was a bit of crazy serendipity because I could have gone up the elevator. I could have gone up the elevator and missed him. But I went up the stairs and we ran into each other. And maybe we would have met in some other way, but so I owe Luis a really huge a debt of gratitude. And in fact, he saw Shadow of the Sun at the Miami Film Festival, and it was amazing for him to see it there.